as an empirical person, I got problems with today. I mean, you heard right here in the Acts of the Apostles, the pouring out of the Spirit, the birthday of the church. And then we heard in the Gospel, Jesus saying, receive the Holy Spirit. Well, what's the problem with that? Well, it's the first day of the week, the day of the resurrection, when Jesus tells the disciples, receive the Holy Spirit, I'm sending you out. That's what we understand as Pentecost. But then we have Luke saying, no, it's 50 days later, on the Feast of Tabernacles, or the Feast of Pentecost, which is Jewish feast. That's when it happens, with tongues of fire and the wind and all that good stuff. As an empirical person, I'm given two different choices. And being empirical, that means one of them is a false result, right? One of them can't be true. So which one isn't? Is Luke trying to pull one over on us? Or is it John? All right, we're going to change hats now. As a spiritual person, which one of them is true? Both. The empirical does not matter. These are not stories of historical events. They're stories of mythological importance, because they're trying to tell you and me how the church became energized to reach out and change the world with power. Not the power of the world, a very different power. Now, the first truth that I get from these two very different stories is this. Sometimes I need the Spirit to walk up and whack me upside the head, to pull me out of my distraction by all this glitter and stuff going on around me. So I need the tongues of fire and the rushing wind, almost the Spirit saying, hey, wake up. There's work to do. And then there's times when I need that terrifying intimacy, like the breath of a lover tracing across my neck, making me realize that there is something there. It's calling me to deeper purpose and deeper meaning. So I see these two stories as very important. I don't care if they're at two different times, two different places. That doesn't matter to me. Now the other truth, and Paul wraps this one up, the power of the Spirit is not, I can speak in tongues. Hey, watch this, I can heal you. I have tremendous knowledge through the Spirit. Let me lay it on you. Let's see. You want to hear a prophecy? Aren't I great? I got these wonderful gifts of the Spirit. And Paul says, no. What the Spirit means, the gift of the Spirit, what that means is that it doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter what nation you come from or tribe. It doesn't matter what economic station you are. It doesn't matter how brilliant or not so brilliant you are. We are called together as one, in one body, by this same Spirit. Now see, if I get caught up in this empirical stuff, which seems to be where the world is, and I'm not surprised that atheists and other detractors of Christianity have picked up on this glaring inconsistency and ripped us to shreds. The thing that trips us up, the empirical approach, is that it is distracting. Pulls my attention away from what the ultimate truth is. And I think that truth, as Paul stated, was summed up beautifully by a story Melissa Boyer shared with us on Tuesday at this group of clergy that I get together with. Melissa Boyer is the United Methodist pastor in Tona, and she talks about God moments. And if I'm distracted by this stuff, I'm going to miss the God moments. And this God moment concerns a 7-year-old boy. You know, kids, they're a lot closer to the source, it seems. So this little boy, he asked his father, why do we live in Golden's Bridge? And his father said, well, gave him some kind of answer. Well, why do we live in Westchester? Well, why do we live in New York? Why do we live in the United States? Why are we on this planet? Well, why are we in this solar system? Why are we in this galaxy? Why are we in this universe? By this time, Dad's just lost. You know? Well, and then the little boy kind of sits back and he goes, well, I guess God put us here just so we could love each other. The power of the Spirit. That is the power of the Spirit. Doesn't matter if it's tongues. Doesn't matter if it's rushing wind. Doesn't matter if it's the breath of the lover tracing over my neck. That power belongs to you and to me. And loving each other. That's really simple, isn't it? I'll leave you to deal with that.